G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I've got this new RC tank. I decided to buy myself a tank just to try one out because I've never owned a tank before. Been in the hobby for a couple of years now and I've always wanted to try one actually. And from what I saw of this one in a couple of videos, it looks pretty awesome. So this one in real life, it's known as the RIPSAW, this particular model. So this one is a little scaled version. It's a 1/12 scale. It's known as the model number is the SG1203, and they also label it as a high-speed drift tank crawler, as you can see there on the box. Now, I purchased this from Banggood on the 11/11 sales a couple of weeks ago. Currently, it's sitting at around under $60 US. I got a good deal on that 11/11 sale. But currently it's around, just under 60 US. And they've also got a second model of this that you can purchase as well. It also comes with the rubber tracks here, but they also throw in some metal ones as well. And that one runs around the $80 mark. So you expect to pay, say, $20 more for that version. But I'll put links to both of them below so you can check them out for yourself if you want to. They also have, on Banggood, I had a quick look, they have some spare gears that you can buy for the transmission and diff on this one too, in case you need to buy them later on down the track by having so much fun running this thing, you know. So anyway, I thought I'll try it out. I've done a little bit of research on the real RIPSAW tanks on YouTube, and it's actually made by two twin brothers in the USA. I think they primarily make them for the US military, and this one I think they built the RIPSAW a couple of years back, and I believe I've seen it in one of the Fast and Furious movies too. It was played by the character that is played by that rapper Ludacris in one of the ice snow chase scenes there in one of the Fast and Furious movies. It might have been number 7, number 8. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember seeing it in one of those movies as well. So anyway guys, yeah, it's fully proportional, this one. 1/12 scale, as I said before. Apparently it runs off a 380 brushed motor. It's got double planetary metal gears for the diff and gearbox. Let me just show you a picture of the gearbox and diff there. As you can see, it's all double geared. On each side it's got its own running gear there in the gearbox. So it's all metal. It also, they say it also can run for about 20 minutes on the included 7.4 volt 2S lithium ion pack. Control range is around 80 meters or thereabouts. It can climb hills or angles up to 30 degrees as well. And what else? It's got a 10 centimeter ground clearance off the ground, so that's pretty decent. That's pretty good clearance. And they say here it's got a 5 centimeter wading depth. So I think they're just talking about you can immerse it up to 5 centimeters in water up to the pulleys here. So that's pretty decent. I don't think it's waterproof though, so you don't want to fully immerse it in water. So anyway, let's get back into the box and have a look what we get. Okay guys, I got everything out of the box. First off, we get a little user manual here. It's just basically 2 pages in English and Chinese on the reverse side. So it basically just shows you how to control it, how to charge it up and so forth. The battery, like I mentioned at the start of the video, it's a 7.4 volt, 1200 milliamp hour lithium ion pack. And it's got this black connector here, guys. I think this is called a 50/50 connector. Okay, I've got a couple of RCs that have this oddball connector, but I've got a adapter cable that I can use as well for this particular vehicle. That should give you about 20 minutes runtime. Comes, of course, with the little USB to 2S balance port charger. On the control side of things, it's looks very much like a standard RC car controller. This one takes, let me see, takes 3 AA batteries. And basically, you got no trims or anything like that. You just got an on and off switch here, your trigger for your acceleration and braking and reverse, and a little wheel here to control it left and right. So runs off 2.4 gigahertz. Pretty decent. So anyway, guys, I have run this before. I got this last Friday. So over the weekend, I did run it in the backyard, and it goes pretty good, guys. It goes pretty good. But as you can see, it's very nicely detailed. That's another reason I wanted to purchase this one. It's really nicely scaled and detailed here. All the way around. It's got military police, the number 12 on the sides. And it looks pretty awesome. You got some lenses on the back there for the tail lights, but they're not operational. And as you can see, you've got the rubber tracks here. Like I mentioned, you can get the other model. This is just a basic model, which is a cheaper version, under 60 bucks. But for around 80 odd US dollars, you can get the ones that include metal tracks as well. Now here you can see that each set of wheels or pulleys has got its own little independent sort of dampeners here, and like little plastic shock absorbers, if you want to call them that. And that will allow it to go over the terrain. But on the front here, you'll notice that this one is metal, and this is actually a tensioner, so the belt doesn't slip off the track. So that's rather neat. All this assembly here is metal, and on the inside of it, you can see they're spring-loaded. Let me just try to get a better shot there for you guys. Just there. You can see they're spring-loaded. So on the bottom, we have the on and off switch and a rather large battery bay. You have to use a screwdriver to get that out. And it's not waterproof, I don't think, but it's sealed up pretty good from what I could see. As it says on the specs, it's got a wading depth of about 5 centimeters. So you don't want to really immerse it up to the belly of this tank, because then you might get some problems of water going in. On the front, we have a nice plastic bumper here with some additional lenses here for the lights. Let me just try to focus that. There you go there. And on the top, we have a functional LED light bar, which is pretty awesome as well. So they're the only operational lights that you get with this one. But yeah, pretty neat tank. We also have twin gull wing doors with some details inside as well. There's a little bit like of a dashboard assembly in there. So that's pretty awesome. You can fit some action figures in there if you want as well. So that looks pretty awesome. So yeah, they say that this has got a range of about 80 meters and a run time of 20 minutes. So what I'll be doing is taking this out to my local pond there. There's some off-road terrain there, some rocks and so forth, some gravel. So I'll test it out there and we'll give it a go. But what I'll do, I'll quickly put this battery in and we'll fire it up, and I'll just show you how this functions quickly. Okay, so I've got it switched on. As you can see, the lights are solid because it's bound to the controller here. And it's got quite a good power to it, as you will see in a minute. It's fully proportional. That's full speed. Full speed back. You can also pivot it in a 360, just like that, just by going left and right. Pretty cool. Alright guys, well, I'm going to take it out. I'll charge the battery up, and I'll take some footage of this going off-road down at the pond. So I'll catch you guys there. Alright guys, I'm home now from taking it off-road, and yeah, I was pretty happy the way this thing performed. As you can see, it's pretty quick, it's pretty sporty in its speed for a tank anyway. Handled the terrain really well off-road, just ate it up like it was nothing, and yeah, a lot of fun for a little scaled 1/12 scale tank. Pretty happy with it. So as you can see, I got it quite dirty there, especially when I was going through that marsh on the end of that pond. It was quite it was sort of like quicksand sort of thing. Didn't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, it's I'm pretty happy with this one, guys. So stay tuned later on for some mods that I might do with this one. I'll probably add a bit of weight to it, just to make it less back heavy, because it tends to want to lift up the front quite a bit when you're going up terrain like hills and stuff, and it's easy to flip. I'll probably convert this to lipo as well, and a few other little mods that I can think of as time comes and time allows. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, feel free to post your comments below. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, this is called the RIPSAW. Well, it's actually called, the listing of this model is the 1203 high-speed drift tank, but it's in real life it's called the RIPSAW. And yeah, if you're interested in this one, guys, I'll leave some links below to this basic model with the rubber tracks only, and there's also the model with the they throw in the metal tracks, but that's about $20 US more. So I'll leave the links below. If you're interested in this one, have a click on there and have a look for yourself at all the specs, which I covered in the unboxing of this video. And yeah, maybe have a look at this one come the Black Friday sales next week. Probably get a really good deal on it, and I'll post any coupons, of course. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna get the hose on this one now on the back lawn here and clean it up, and that'll be it for today's run. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I'll catch yous on the next one. Until then, happy RCing. Bye for now, guys.